My artist name is Life, L-I-F-E, with a copyright at the end. I'm a street artist based in Toronto, Canada. I write life in the streets as my tag name, but I'm mostly known for the eye flower that I spread around. To me, the tag name refers to the irony of trying to copyright life, and then the flowers end up being Mother Nature looking back at us. So what I primarily do is I go into the streets and I use stickers and wheat paste and spray paint to put these eye flowers anywhere I go. And then, my work's on canvas, products, but it's mainly a street art brand. Originally, it was just me kind of doodling and sketching in my sketchbooks, not really thinking. I noticed that this motif continued to come up, and it was just a simple eye in the center, some petals. To me, it just kind of looked curious, and it was kind of looking around, it didn't have judgment. It was just kind of appreciating and looking at the world. I did it a few times, and people started connecting with it, so I kind of ran with it. Sometimes I'll just go for a walk for, say, 5 hours with some stickers and some wheat paste, and I'll just be drawn to certain spots, and there won't be a lot of thought there. When it comes down to it, you're breaking the law, and you want to get in and out of there as quickly as possible, so I like to plan ahead. When it comes to spray paint, I'm not going out with a lot of different people, 1 or 2 people who are watching my back. And then when it comes to like stickers and wheat paste, that's a whole other ball game. I'll go out with friends or groups that are a little less frowned upon than spray paint. There's a rush associated with graffiti and street art where you do realize that at any moment someone could walk by and you could be arrested, you could get in trouble. So there's this immediacy, but there's also the second you're done that piece and you can look and admire it, you're now not breaking the law. You get this instant rush. There's a reason why people get so addicted to this. Although I'm primarily a street artist that is putting my work out there, I love seeing my work on hats or t-shirts or mugs, because it's just giving more to the mythos. It's adding to the meaning of it. People will see the work in the streets and want to bring something home with them, and it becomes personal. I mean, I am the one creating it, but really once it's out there, it's not really mine anymore. It's for the world. This is definitely an expensive thing to get into, not for the faint of heart. However, again, it's another one of those hobbies or habits or obsessions. It's going to cost you some money, but you love to do it. The rush is just there. I've always wanted to build a brand and get to a point where it's reaching more people. And I know that if you see it on a t-shirt, or if you see it in the streets, it's still adding meaning. It's still getting people talking. And I love that about art. So a lot of my canvas work is basically just fleshed out ideas for my sketchbooks. I've really started to explore themes, concepts. The main thing that I've really come back to, the motif of the flower coming out of the cracks. That's something that I use. Most of my stickers are this one motif, a lot of the wheat paste. And what I like about it is that it goes back to the idea of, the flower being a grounded character. So how do you how do you make this flower come to life high up? So it's something that I've continued to visit is, you have a dirty, cracked wall, and life is actually literally coming out of it and looking at you. And I've really been drawn to continuing to play with that. I get a lot of messages and a lot of people tag me and stuff. A woman messaged me. She had spent a few weeks trying to find me, and she saw my work in an abandoned factory, and she said she had postpartum depression, and this was the first time that she ever got away from it. She said she saw my flower, and it was just looking at her, and it was just taking her in, and it didn't have judgment. It almost seemed happy to see her, and she just felt seen. There's those moments in abstract painting and jazz where you're one with the moment. You without thinking, you create, and that's what I really fell in love with when it came to graffiti and street art. Some people do know who I am. If it comes out, it comes out maybe organically, but I don't think I'll push for it because there's something about not knowing who the artist is that adds appeal to it. If you look at Banksy, a good portion of his mythos is not knowing who he is. And that's the same thing when it comes to graffiti artists and street artists. There's just something that allows you to project your own identity onto it.